Changi Prison. So, Grandpa, tell us about Changi Prison.
Why didn't they shut it down? Shut it down.
Tell us about the Clock Tower.
Shut it down.
Elisa, have Grandpa tell you about it, Elisa. Elisa.
We were in the second, we used to call it seafood, and we were in the center. And every floor, 3 floors, every floor cell, and 3 people lived in the cell. When we left, there was more than 3 people in the cell because they brought the floor. They had no place in it. Big yard. We had, look, there is a taxi like in you wonder whether there's an airplane over it. It had been a welcome thing to see when we were there to see an airplane over this place because usually not the Japanese airplane to fly over. It's one of the allies. Yeah, we did once. This is my column. No.
You did have one?
So, what were you saying about the prison? There are 2 walls.
Yeah, there are 2 walls, and in between it's called the girdle. Car can go around. This is the outside, it's the high, and the inside is the lower.
Were you with the
Some
same?
attempted to climb, and they did.
Did they get out?
Yeah, they get out and they came back.
Why?
Because if you caught outside, you would be killed. So they go out, get some money, some medicine, and come back. It's better to come back.
Did you ever go back? Out?
No, I didn't.
Were you with the same people for 3.5 years? Were you with the same people for 3.5 years? Did you ever get into letters?
Yeah, I still have it. Through the restaurants, we were allowed to write a card each. But the letter we received, always we received it after 1.5 years, 2 years, 2 years, very late. Because in case it contains news that you can act on it immediately. When you get it, an old letter, then you cannot act on it.
So security checks you too.
What's that?
Go
What?
on this road.
Huh?
How come people were allowed to go on this road?
Now, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. They may work here too.
But how does the security guard know?
They may have a pass. God up there, right? Yep.
I want to jump over the wall.
You want to jump over the wall?
This wasn't really a prison. It was a camp. Because underneath camp, that's what Grandpa said.
Yeah. Questions, very difficult questions.
What kind of question?
I don't know how I answered them without being my head cut off by them.
What kind of question?
Well, he asked me, one of the questions he asked whether the whom do you think is the Americans or the Japanese that win the war? Yeah.
You just said Japanese.
Well, I cannot say. You see, you have to be very careful. You cannot say this one, you cannot say that one. Because I was Iraqi in the days, I had Iraqi passport, and I had to be Japanese. So, I said, well, every citizen in the world, wishes his country to win the war. I'm not an American, I'm not a Japanese, doesn't interest me when he wins the war. And then he asked, who is more powerful, the Americans or the Japanese? I said, I never had the chance to see the power of America, the power of the Japanese, and I'm not a military man, and I cannot answer this question, and I don't know. And then he asked again one more question. I can't remember it at the moment. This one comes and goes. But the last one, he said, if you release you, would you work for the co-prosperity Southeast Asia? When they came to Singapore and Singapore fell down in Malaysia, and the Vietnamese or the Japanese proclaimed this policy of making the South Sea and the country all prosperity and co-prosperity spirit. I said, sir, I'm a businessman and I'm not. So he said, he wrote down in every answer. He said, well, your answers will go to the high command and you will hear from me. But we never heard from him since. I think the high command just go.
Well, Lisa wanted to know how you actually got to prison, how you got into it. How did
They announced in the papers.
And I want a drink right now.
All Jews
Wait.
their passports and whatever documents they have. So I came with my brother with our passports. And our passports were Iraqi passports. So they didn't know where Iraq was. And at last, to find where it is, you have to ring out and find out. And then they say, oh yes, Iraq, cut off all Japan. So you are an enemy. An enemy subject, you have to be in prison. They didn't tell us. They put us in prison. Yeah, you turn into the camp. And they say, you but they didn't take us in the like other criminals. Like you were there unlocked for all of us. And then the next day they brought the Germans. And then the next day after, they brought 2 Armenians. So we were five people. And then my cousin was out, and she went to see the custodian of enemy property. The Japanese who took our brother's shop full of watch spare parts. In those days, they were worth about $1 million. It was the biggest watch in Singapore. And they used to sell it as whatever they sell every day. And of course, the custodian took the money in his office. So she told me, about my brother and myself. We were kept there, we were not prisoners, we were not criminals. We should be either released or we should be taken to camp. So he said, okay, so we will go and see us. And he came in the morning and he saw me. He said, what are you doing here? I said, I want to know what we are doing here. We are not criminals. He said, we're criminals. us because we were Iraqi and they said when Iraq considered relation, we are enemies. So we took all the details at the time. I said, I'm going to now to the high command. And in the afternoon, you will know your fate, what will happen. And true enough, in the afternoon, military police came, and the bus, special bus for us, they give us half an hour to go home, each of us, with the bus, and take a small suitcase. So we went home with a small suitcase, and we were taken to Changi prison and came here. We came here arrived in the evening.
Why do you have to take a small suitcase?
Well, to carry your clothing.
Why can't you take a bigger one?
They went on that. They told us it's small.
Did you bring any money with it?
No, my brother had little money in his pocket. And we had all our money, we put it under ground because we knew that one day we would be losing it. In our we had a shop and we used to live up the shop.
Where is it?
When we were interned, one day my brother was on the quay and he went to bring rice from the town, and then he was on truck and he saw some of our people and he told them to go and tell his father-in-law to go and dig and get the money and buy guns and come up. And when the war was finishing, the father-in-law came and said, you know, the children took some and he was swindled. No, it's okay. It's okay.
She's still sharing.
Yeah, I want to.
Stop. Open it.
Miss Dog. You want?
No.
And she'll look down.
Anyway, we'll ask you.
Wait, how? Did you go
You
windshield?
you see this father-in-law, he's crazy. He shares and mortgage of the bank and money to the bank. And after the war, the shares became gold shares. And they closed down and they were worthless.
What do you want to drink, Dad? What do you want to drink?
So he said that he lied to you then?
Yeah, he lied to us. And he lost.
Were you with your brother the whole time in the war and in prison? Did you ever get separated?
No. I told you I went to a hospital twice.
What? Hi, Sammy. What?
Once I had diarrhea, and once I was putting my hands on the glass, and I was reading the whole afternoon, and the glass was red. And at night time, I couldn't raise my hand. So,
Why not? Why not?
became like paralyzed.
Oh my God. So what did they have to do?
So, went immediately to doctors. We have 3 doctors. We have actually 9 doctors on our floor, 3 doctors officially. But they got certain hours. But for emergency, or anything. So all dinner, I didn't even have it. So to examine me, he said, you must go quick. And we had a hospital. So because I was sleeping on gunny, on a cell, no mattress, pillow with a gunny sack stuffed with coconut husk. So at least in the hospital, I had a decent bed. So massaged me, hot water bottle. I stayed 3 days and I was okay.
Did they give you food?
Oh yeah.
Better food than you got it.
Well, it's slightly different. It's slightly, not much. And, 1943, it was the 9th October. I remember it very well because the next day was double 10. We call it double 10, 10 10. We had a raid by the Japanese army and blasted from early morning till evening. They told us the night before that we had to prepare ourselves the next morning early before breakfast. We didn't have breakfast, we didn't have lunch, in the whole day in the sun, They came and they hadn't just they took every one of us, we all went to the yard. They went every one of us where we lived, and we were an army man with a gun and bayonet, and they searched all our things. And they found the one with the red behavior because we were prisoners before they have shot a civilian, the Japanese cut their head off because we were civilians, so they cut his head off. In that day, the day before, it was Yom Kippur. So my brother and I fasted. So the next day we had another fast. So 2 days we fasted. And when I went in, I was not very fat, but I was 140 kilos.
Pounds.
The pounds, so 140 pounds. And when I was in camp, I was about 85 pounds. And not so bad, 85 pounds. 145 and they were English people. They came to the camp with 200, 180, the lowest, 220 to 180. They were about 280. This means half of the you could see nothing but skin and bone. That's all you could see. One day we played double ration. Double ration, it means strong. Vegetables in it. It was a bit bigger size. And we all had it, so it was a big treat. And you can see the people in their stomach, and it's higher than usual because it's flat, and here. So I was remarking that if you look at him, he looks like a family way. And who heard it? Priest from friend he from Church of England. He said, "Oh, no, shouldn't say that."
When you had a packed little suitcase and brought all your stuff to the camp, did they allow you to use like little things like a toothbrush or?
Yeah, they didn't mind it, but you see, we were in a hurry. When we came, we didn't have anything, so we had a small shop. So we applied because we told us we were in a hurry, so they gave us a toothbrush. But then later on, the Japanese supplied us once in 6 months, once a year. Sometimes we get supply, not even toothbrush, but toothpaste. Well,
Remember when you got out?
yeah.
You remember very well.
Very well. We didn't want to celebrate because the Japanese were still there. You never know what would be there. Actually, to celebrate properly, they were just machine gun us and machine gun themselves. When the war ended. Not even exactly.
They were still in charge. They were surrendered to charge.
Yeah, they were still there, but they were not in charge. But they were in their office, So we didn't disturb them, they didn't disturb us.
Who feeds you? I know you.
Right?
Who feeds you? Australia?
No, ours. We have our own
The
kitchen.
Singaporean?
We have our own kitchen.
No, who freed you?
Oh, who freed us? Oh, yeah, the British.
Was it the British?
British forces.
So they're a nice place to start.
But you were in Sime Road then, at that time?
Yeah, I was
Not in Changi prison.
in Changi prison, no, Changi Road, Changi. Because Changi, we were there from early 42 to May 44, 1944. And from May 44 to September, also September, I don't know the date exactly, but the day before it was Yom Kippur, I fasted. I always fasted on Yom Kippur because, so little food we get. I mean, you will feel it one day in the way we got there. Maybe heavens will look after us because we fasted. We did look after us.
They show a lot of movies with the women and the children and all that marching with the Japanese kept them marching through Malaysia and all that. Where were they from? They marched to Singapore, or they were from Singapore and then they marched up. Where are they from? There were several movies on television that I watched. I forget what one of them was called. But it was always women and children.
But the first batch that came to Changi, they were told to assemble at the paddock. So they all went there. So among them was
I'll get you more. Have mine.
the civilians were mostly elderly men and small children, and so they had to walk from the paddock to Changi, which is about easy 13 miles.
It just looked like the jungles in Malaysia.
In Malaysia, because they were living in mine states, in rubber states. It's out of town. So, their homes were there. They had cars when they were free. But when the Japanese came, they couldn't use anymore their cars. The Japanese took their cars. So they let them walk. This is how we got it to work.
I should show you that on television. I was on the TV. Mom knows what it is. Sahara, any other questions?
I see this.
Where'd you go?
Wait, I want to see this hand. It's closed. Hang on. Right there. So the bathrooms are.
Leave your eyes to the left or to the right, and to the ground. You mustn't see who is walking. Because that's the only heard the footsteps of the boots and
Okay, tape.
So that's interesting. So the Jews of Singapore, like Uncle Freddie got
So what
to
happened?
live
had some plans.
What happened?
And then after 1 year when we were inside over there, they brought 100 Jews. And those 100 Jews were taking one Jew from every home. You know, like a father, they took one home a father, another home they took his son, another home they took a brother, another home they took, either father, son, or brother. Because they want, sort of, they have to be careful.
Okay, Dad, wait, finish this time. This is wait till Jonathan before Jonathan.
Because their father or their near relations are in their hands.
Ready, set,
Hold
go.
them and shoot them and kill them.
Yeah. Ready, set.
Go.
Can I see? Inside the. Can I see that? I want to see.
Just because they're women doesn't mean that they're not dangerous. There are a lot of women killers out there too.
So here, nighttime,
Yeah, you do.
see the dog. So they
Patrolling to make sure nothing suspicious is going on.
Nothing. Oh, come here, Mike. It's probably the time to make sure we don't break into the prison. Sure. Is there a way to climb over that wall? People did. Grandpa said many people went over, and then they had to go back over because they were killed. They had to get medicine and food.
twice we were allowed to go to the sea. The sea was not very far from here. And we went to swim. So we only had shorts. We took out all our shorts.
Did anybody escape?
Yeah, we did. They have come back.
Yeah,
I
be
mean,
ready.
they were caught. If they were caught, they wouldn't have been, they wouldn't have been right. Because they would have been behaved. But you cannot do anything during the outside. So they go, they bring money, they bring food, they bring medicine.
So then nobody actually escaped.
And then they have a nice food, 2-3 days, sometimes they stay, hiding.
And you never kept
Recuperating.
in touch with anybody that you were in prison with?